I'm meteorologist Monica Woods, and we had an active midweek outlook, and now we're starting to head into some drier weather, but we've got some morning clouds for the coast and the valley. We'll clear to mostly sunny skies for the afternoon, dry and warmer for the foothills, and sunny skies ahead for this Sierra. Our statewide precipitation is on the way up. Things are actually starting off quite nicely for the water year, which began on October 1st. We've had over 5 inches of rain for Eureka, closing in on almost 4 inches of rain for Redding. We're at about 2¼ inches for Sacramento, over an inch for San Francisco, almost 2 inches for Stockton, Modesto, up to over an inch of rain. Bakersfield, almost an inch as well, and almost 2 inches of precipitation for the Tahoe Basin. And this is going to put us above average, a nice way to start for the active time of year when we start to draw in more in the way of rain and snow. Now, we're getting a little bit of a break after the most recent storm rolled through on Wednesday. A few showers lingering for the northern end of the valley and along the northwest coast, where we continue to see precipitation build for Crescent City and Eureka, almost down to Fort Bragg there. That's going to lift its way even farther to the north by the time we get into our Friday forecast. We've got a little bit of patchy low cloudiness to start off the valley forecast, but other than that, things are starting to dry out for the weekend. Once we get into next week, we're going to watch a low pressure system kind of cut off from the mainstream. It's going to pick up steam here in the Pacific, and then by the middle of the week, it'll start to stretch our way. That could be quite an active period of weather with several days of precipitation potentially in the forecast. In the meantime, we're heading into the end of our work week, almost to the weekend. Highs are in the 50s up top for the Sierra, 50s and 60s down low. We have some color just kind of hanging on for the lower elevations. As far as the higher elevations, it is long gone after a couple of wind events that have passed through. As we move our way southward here through the central Sierra, highs are going to reach near 60 to 65 degrees for the Central Valley. We're in the low 70s, and that air is just so clear after the recent rain. For the Central Coast, we're in the 60s for the Monterey Bay Peninsula, 70 for Big Sur. As we head a little bit farther to the south, Paso Robles at 73 degrees, San Luis Obispo at 70. Inland areas in the low to mid 70s as well. Overnight lows are going to be falling into the 50s, a nice crisp start to the day. As far as our Thursday afternoon temperatures across the coast, again, we're looking at areas of low clouds, but a mix of sun and clouds throughout the afternoon. We're at 65 for San Francisco as we head inland. Places like Napa, 69, Rio Vista in the Delta at 71 degrees. Farther to the north, again, we will see that precipitation lingering here, especially along the northwest coast like Crescent City and Eureka, only reaching highs near 60. And you'll see in the north end of the valley, still only looking at a high near 60 for Redding, with areas of rain into our Thursday and even lingering light showers for our Friday forecast as well. Thursday temperatures throughout the capital region will be right around 70 degrees. Overnight lows once again falling into the 50s, so we're pretty close to average actually for that forecast. Beyond that, highs are going to be warming substantially by the weekend. We're looking at almost mid 60s for the Tahoe Basin with a mix of sun and clouds. For the foothills, gorgeous still up at Apple Hill. Highs are going to be in the mid 70s by Sunday, and we're even taking that into early next week. Mix of sun and clouds with some fog in there for the coast. Just be aware of that. Our forecast extends into early next week with highs in the 70s and dry weather, and there's that active weather pattern I was talking about by the middle of next week.